Lord have mercy. Trump signed an executive order.
What?
Reducing cost of prescriptions, pharmaceutical drug prices.
Whoa.
I'm sure Democrats will be out protesting in favor of higher pharmaceutical now. And you got to ask yourself, why? Why, Democrats, are you mad about this? Why? Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by to see me today. This is Good News Day. I'm so happy day. The Democrats are going to get mad day. Let me tell y'all something. All Democrats are not the same. Some of them will be happy about this, but you're going to have some that are angry about it. And you got to ask yourself, why? Why would somebody be angry because the prescription drugs are going to be lower now under the Trump administration? Why would you be mad about that? Put it on down there. Why would they be mad? I want to know. Okay? I'm not saying all of them, but I am going to say a lot. Is it because Biden didn't come up with this? He tried, but I remember when Trump did his first term, my insulin was $8. $8, okay? Biden got into office and my insulin went up high. Okay, I was paying over $70 for 2 different types of insulin that I have to take. For all of you who don't know, I'm a type 1 diabetic, okay? I'm insulin dependent, so my body depends on the insulin. And I'm not the only one. There are other Americans who depend on certain drugs to help them stay alive, all right? Let me play this first video for you right here. Okay, but first let me say this. Soap will be ready May 19th. It's going to be ready. You better get your tail over there ASAP, okay, on May 19th, because, you know, I do run out a lot. But I made more quantities this time, so that should help you out just a little bit. When I finish moving and packing, and, well, I've already moved, but I'm moving some other stuff and around and stuff like that, and I'm going to have more than what I made just now, all right? With that said, let's move on. From Breitbart, Trump signed executive order reducing costs of prescription pharmaceutical drug prices. Here's what Trump said, y'all. Trump said prescription drugs and pharmaceutical prices will be reduced almost immediately. Not 4 months from now, 6 months from now, 12 months, next year, 2 years. Immediately by 30% to 80%. U.S. will pay the same price as the nation that pays the lowest price anywhere in the world. The same price, y'all. Trump will sign the order at the White House at 9 a.m. on Monday. Well, that has already passed. He has already signed it. Thank God. Hallelujah. Bless Trump. Okay? But as you know, the fake news is losing their mind. President Trump has signed the executive order lowering prescription drug prices by up to 80%. Watch.
It's a gift to the Department of Defense, and you should know better, because you've been embarrassed enough, and so has your network. Your network is a disaster. ABC is a disaster. Here is the bill. Bobby, come on over here. Now you're talking about treatments and treatments. Thank you very much, everybody.
Mr. President, a quick question about your
Thank you very much.
Hell no, you can't question me. Hell no. What question you gonna have about something that I am doing good for the American people? Why y'all always gotta be mad and angry and try to make him look bad? Why? Even if you hate him, hell, you should be happy about this. You should be happy. Y'all got grandmamas, grandpas, elderly aunts, sick children, asthma, diabetes, high blood pressure, all types of ailments. So how can y'all get mad because the prescription drugs are going down, way down? Is it because it's Trump? Is it? Y'all have that much evil in your heart for one man? One man. Y'all have more love for felons out on the streets. And y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know what happened recently. Y'all know. I don't even have to say it. I'm sorry about that noise. Here's another video. Watch this. Why Americans pay more for prescription drugs. Here's why.
The U.S. pays nearly 3 times as much for prescription drugs as other countries. And so the idea with this executive order is what's called the most favored nation status. So of high-income countries, who pays the lowest, that would be what the U.S. would be theoretically paying. Well, we really don't know that this is going to be any more successful. It's going to be contested in the federal courts again, which is how it failed last time. Well, there are numerous hurdles. A lot of this has to do with the pharmaceutical industry, which we do like to demonize as of late.
Yeah.
But there are good reasons for that. Pharmaceutical industries do spend a tremendous amount of money. In fact, they're one of the biggest spenders on lobbying in D.C. And so really to change this, you would need an act of Congress to address campaign finance reform. There's a Supreme Court decision that goes back to 2010, which really allowed a lot more corporate spending under the guise of free speech. So that's part one. And then part two is you would need an act of Congress to really address how we negotiate drug prices. Because our healthcare system is so fragmented, we don't have one negotiator for our drug prices. It's each to his own. And so that would really need to be reformed and changed.
Let me tell you something. If Congress has to do this and vote on this, and the person that you voted for does not agree with lowering prescription drugs, then you don't need to vote for that person anymore. They said the courts, it may be contested in the courts. Why? Why would it be contested? Pharmaceuticals, like I said, are going to be mad. They're going to contest it. Democrats are going to contest it. Why? Why when it's helping people? How can other countries pay so less of a money for their drugs, but ours cost so much? Do we make most of our prescription drugs in the U.S.? Well, if we don't, then hell, damn it, we should. Why are we letting other countries make our drugs? You don't know what they doing to your ass. You don't know what. But I'm telling y'all, people are going to get mad because they're lining their pockets. People who are with the pharmaceutical companies, the big wigs. And not only that, politicians too. They say RFK is making money. But he's for it, though. I still don't understand that part. He's for lowering drug prescriptions. So he can't be that much into it, all right? He don't want to scam people. He's trying to help people. He's sick his own damn self. Do you hear how he talks? I'm pretty sure he's taking drugs, prescription drugs. He's wealthy, okay? But he wants to help people who are not wealthy, people who are struggling to buy their medications. Struggling. Do you understand? Do you understand the struggle? Moving right along here, y'all. This is pitiful. Democrats going to find fault. They are. Listen.
So this is one thing I will never understand. President Trump just signed an executive order to lower drug prices, and yet the Democrats are still finding fault in this. What is there to complain about? Like, I get that you don't like the guy, I get it, but just to hate on him because you hate the guy, even if he does something good, you're still gonna hate it. That is more of a personal problem than anything else. Because even if you know that you're gonna benefit from this and your family will benefit from this, you will still find something negative to say just because you have so much hate in your heart for a certain person.
Y'all, she ain't lying. They hate Trump so bad. So bad. When he does good, it doesn't matter. And then some of y'all call yourself a Christian. You really think you are a Christian to hate somebody so bad that you'll be mad when they do something good to help millions of people here in the United States of this America? Y'all, wake the hell up. Do your history on some of these people. You may not like what Trump did, and you may want to call him a racist when we know better. Y'all don't do your history. Y'all don't know what he did for black people. That's why y'all walking around here looking stupid. Okay? Now, I'm not saying he's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Trump ain't perfect. Biden ain't perfect. Obama ain't perfect. Hillary, nobody. Hell, your ass ain't perfect. Okay? But to have that much hate in your heart for one person, you don't think you going somewhere where it's hot as hell? You don't. Condemned. Moving right along. Pharmaceuticals versus Trump. Y'all know it's coming. You know it's coming. Watch.
Donald Trump signs an executive order forcing pharmaceutical companies to bring down the pricing, the cost of their medications to the most favored nation status. What does that mean? I'm Dr. Hassan. Let's get into it. For many years, the world has wondered why prescription drugs and pharmaceuticals in the United States of America are so much higher than price than they were in any other nation. The executive order signed today reduces the cost of certain medications. Yes, this is important. Certain medications from Medicare and Medicaid, as well as the weight loss medications, to the most favored nation status. That means that pharmaceutical companies will now have to reduce the cost of these medications to the most favored nation. So if they pay 5 cents in India and they pay $50 in America, that cost of that medication, according to this executive order, should come down to 5 cents. He attempted this in his first administration. It was blocked by the judges and the courts. It was challenged by Merck, Pfizer, and other pharmaceutical companies, citing that they might decrease in their R&D, they might not be able to discover new medications, and they might lose profits and not be able to, make the same medications. There is also concern from analysts that the pharmaceutical companies could potentially circumvent the cost of these medications by artificially increasing it in other countries and then offering rebates to kind of get around the loophole of this executive order. Not to mention that most likely the pharmaceutical companies are going to challenge this in courts. Now, the courts have shifted in the past 4 years, so we'll see how it plays out. Finally, this does not cover all medications. It only covers Medicare, Medicaid, and weight loss medications as of right now. I think that's not going to affect the average American immediately, but it is an opening salvo. We'll see how it plays out in the courts. It's very interesting. It could potentially change the shift in power from large pharma to, the average American. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment below. I love you guys. This is breaking news. Absolutely mind-blowing, but we'll see how it goes. Medications they drastically need to decrease the prices of. I can think of 3 or 4 off the top of my head, starting with the hematology oncology medications. Leave me a comment below. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one.
Now he's saying it's just going to be for Medicaid, Medicare, stuff like that, and other things, okay? But really, y'all, they really don't know the full thing that it's going to help. They don't know, okay? They don't know what's going to be implemented. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's going to be way more than just Medicaid, Medicare. I'm almost positive of that, okay? So they want to lower it like the other nations do, okay? But it just might be blocked by the judges. Why would a judge do that? Why would a court do that? Why? I feel it won't be blocked by a Republican judge. But a Democrat judge? Why? Why would they do that? Because they got their damn hand in the cookie jar some type of way. If you don't want to help the American people, not even your damn family, why would you as a judge not want this for the American people or your family? Hell, they got sick people in their family too, walking around here damn near dying because they can't afford their medications. A judge makes good money. Is he paying the medication for all his family members? Huh? Is he doing that? I doubt it. So why the hell would he not like this? All because what? They hate Trump. Move right along. Watch this.
Trump signs executive order trying to limit drug prices. Now we just wait for Democrats to challenge it in court because we know one thing for sure. It doesn't matter if it helps the American people or not. Democrats aren't going to like it because it's Trump.
Man, if he didn't tell the truth, oh my God. Democrats will be mad. Watch.
No way. Okay, there it is. Okay, Trump has been able to lower prescription drugs, some of them by up to 80%. Okay, that's what we can be pissed off about because this is exactly, he had to have paid them off. He has to be in their pockets. He has to be getting a kickback for this somehow, some way. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's going to be the narrative. We're going to make sure that we say his pockets are being lined by Big Pharma now, okay? Because there's no other way that would have happened. And here we are. As the wins continue to pile up, we are gaining more and more from the tariffs, from China, from other countries, Ukraine. Oh my goodness, Europe. Everything is going according to plan. People freak out the day of, and then a few weeks later, things go in our favor. We have not seen a president like this in a long time. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Hopefully, J.D. Vance wins when Trump has to leave. I pray, because he thinks like Trump. Kickbacks, he said. People are going to be saying that Trump is getting kickbacks from Big Pharma. That's a lie if they try to say that. Why would he be getting kickbacks? Big Pharma's mad, hell, because they can't charge all that damn money for the prescriptions. How in the hell? Some of y'all so dumb, though. Some of y'all so dumb. Why would Big Pharma give him kickbacks to lower the drug prices? Do that make sense? Do it. Put it on down there. I want to know. But some of y'all dumb as hell to believe it, that he's getting kicked back. RFK getting kickbacks. Okay. Moving right along. Watch this little lady. Democrats gonna hate it.
So what do y'all think? I mean, about the pharmaceuticals, about medication going down 30 to 80%, making it affordable for those out there that have no insurance or those out there that have a copay that's so expensive they can't afford to pay it. Just wondering though, how are the Democrats going to roll this one? They're going to hate it. They're going to absolutely hate it. Why? Big Pharma, man. In their pocket. Yeah. I saw somebody say earlier, it was a comment, and it is so true. It is so true. So I'm going to steal it. They said, if Trump said you need to breathe air to live, Democrats would hold their breath.
Because they don't want to do nothing that Trump says. We're not going to do anything, even if it's good. We're going to deny him. We're going to talk about him. We're not going to never agree with him. We're going to do everything in our power. Everything. Lord, y'all, let me tell you something. If this was Biden and Obama, they wouldn't be talking like that. They'll be praising him. They'll be bending down on knees, kissing his feet. Biden or Obama. But since it's Trump, like I said, we can't agree with him. We can't. Now, people are not mad about what Biden did to the economy. They're not mad. They're not mad about what he did with the prescription drugs. Okay? Things were good. Like I said, my medicine was wonderful. It was great until he got his little bony ass in office. I remember. Okay? I even have receipts. Maybe I should have pulled them out, but they packed up in a box somewhere because I'm not finished unpacking. But y'all, it's about to get better. There's a new king in office. Yeah, I called him a king just to make y'all mad. Go down in the comment section and tell me how y'all feel about this. I want to know. Okay, do you think this is a good thing? Even if you a Democrat, do you think it's a good thing? And tell us why. Tell us why you gonna be mad at Trump forever, ever, until the day you die. Even when he out of office, they gonna hate him. He can never do no good. And they still gonna try to get him, y'all. They gonna try to get him, all right? Even when he get out of office, we're gonna find something to throw this bastard in jail. Because we hate what he did to the American people. We hate that he lowered the prescription drugs. We hate that he got the immigrants out of here. We hate that he's trying to lower gas prices. We hate that he's trying to make the other foreign countries' tariffs go higher because that's what they doing to us. We hate it. Y'all, something wrong with these people. Put it on down there what you think. With all that being said, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And watch the next video coming up. Thank you.
Yeah.